I request you to stay on with me as well, because we want to consistently analyze what the Defence Minister has said, and importantly, what precisely are the key takeaways with regard to the Defence Minister's statement. So what exactly were the takeaways? What were the warnings that were given? Let's take a look one by one. Rajnath Singh had a tough talk to say, and warning one was, will not allow change in status quo. This was similar to what was said in the Lok Sabha as well. Warning two, matching China's troop build-up at the line of actual control. Remember this with regard to the winter, to the long haul that is also approaching. Warning number three, will respond to any LAC aggression. We want peace. We want situation to normalize, but we will also be prepared to respond if required. Warning number four, will never let China get what they want, which is clearly Indian territory. Warning five, prepared for any eventuality at the line of actual control. So this with regard to whether it is logistics, whether it is about trying to ensure that the troops are deployed as well. One by one, let's now take a look at what did Defence Minister say in the upper house of the Parliament. Listen in.
15 जून 2020 को गलवान घाटी में कर्नल संतोष बाबू के साथ हमारे 19 और बहादुर जवानों ने भारत माता की सीमा की रक्षा करते हुए अपने प्राणों की आहुति दी। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने स्वयं लद्दाख जाकर वीर जवानों का हौसला बढ़ाया। मैंने भी बहादुर जवानों से मिलकर उनके शौर्य और अटूट साहस का स्वयं भी अनुभव किया है। चाइना का
Let's go across now to the Parliament, because Anand Patel is tracking all the latest on this. Anand, very interesting what is being said here, because it was a repeat in many ways what was said in the Lok Sabha, similar points, but reactions from the opposition, Congress netas.
Yes, the clarifications were allowed today. This was the development which took place yesterday after the all-party meeting which took place. And the government realizing that it doesn't enjoy the same kind of a majority as it enjoys in the Lok Sabha. That is why this change of strategy, and it allowed the opposition parties as well as the NDA partners like JDU to speak on this issue, though it was very short, not even 1 minute. But we saw clarifications being sought from the Congress party, former Defence Minister A.K. Antony, asking the Defence Minister that the forces were not being allowed to patrol in the same areas, the area domination, as they used to do, like Galwan, which was never a disputed area, and also Pangong Tso Lake. You heard also Ghulam Nabi Azad saying that the Chushul area, which is a very, very hot point at this point in time, he had stayed an entire night along with Rajiv Gandhi in Chushul, and he's also enjoyed boating in the Pangong Tso Lake. So clearly the opposition parties are saying that these are the areas where we were well entrenched, and now the status quo should be maintained. But the important remark, if you see, Pooja, by the Union Defence Minister at the end when he was replying to these clarifications, yes, he clearly pointed out that this is the reason why face-off is taking place, because the Indian forces are doing that area domination. They are patrolling in these areas which are friction points, and the face-offs which are taking place is because of this, and we will certainly not give an inch of our territory. So this is what the message...
Anand, also quickly, why wasn't there a longer discussion? Was that expected? Because it seemed there was only like a one-line reference by the opposition members of Parliament.
Yes, this was agreed upon yesterday in the all-party meeting, that the discussion will not take place. The government is certainly not allowing any debate on this issue, because this is a very sensitive issue, and a lot of information is withheld by the government, because it's a face-off. It's a developing situation at the border, and divulging any important information, crucial information, might lead to problems at the border. That is the reason why the government had told yesterday itself, the opposition parties, that there will be no discussion, debate.
And interestingly, all of them, at least even with those seeking clarification, said they stand by India's sovereignty as well. I also want to now introduce Shiv Arur is joining us, and Anand Patel and Gaurav Sawant is already with us from Ladakh. I request all of you to please stay on with me. Let's listen in again to this brief statement excerpt that had come from what the Defence Minister has said. Listen in.
भारत एवं चाइना का सीमा का प्रश्न अभी तक अनसुलझा है। भारत और चाइना की बाउंड्री का कस्टमरी और ट्रेडिशनल अलाइनमेंट चाइना नहीं मानता है। यह सीमा रेखा वेल एस्टेब्लिश्ड भौगोलिक सिद्धांतों पर आधारित है, जिसकी पुष्टि न केवल ट्रीटीज और एग्रीमेंट्स द्वारा बल्कि हिस्टोरिक यूसेज और प्रैक्टिसेस द्वारा भी सभापति महोदय हुई है। इससे दोनों देश सदियों से अवगत हैं, जबकि चाइना यह मानता है कि बाउंड्री अभी भी औपचारिक रूप से निर्धारित नहीं है। साथ ही चाइना यह भी मानता है कि हिस्टोरिकल जुरिस्डिक्शन के आधार पर जो ट्रेडिशनल कस्टमरी लाइन है, उसके बारे में दोनों देशों की एक अलग अलग व्याख्या है। दोनों देश 1950 और 1960 के दशक में इस पर बातचीत कर रहे थे, परंतु पारस्परिक रूप से स्वीकार्य समाधान नहीं निकल पाया था।
I want to now go across to our senior editor Shiv Arur as well. First, Shiv, from whether it was Anand Sharma or former Defence Minister A.K. Antony, one question that they seemed to be asking was about the status quo ante, the old established norm, and when can the government confirm that it will be reached out to and ensure that that happens?
The answer that Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, gave, Pooja,
yes,
was a brief one. He clarified one part of it where he basically said that he has spoken about the status quo ante issue in both his statement yesterday in the Lok Sabha as well as today, day before yesterday and today in the Rajya Sabha. But the important point that he made is when A.K. Antony asked him about whether, whether the government can clarify whether the Indian Army is able to patrol up to points that were earlier patrolled, Rajnath Singh, to that question, he said, that is what this face-off is all about. And that is actually a pretty obvious answer, which has been there for everyone to interpret. What else is this face-off about if it is not about the disruption of patrol paths that have been well established for years together now? He talked about how China has violated the 1993 and 1996 border protocols. And that is precisely why the face-off has happened. The fact that they have blocked patrols, we've also blocked patrols. We won't be talking about that very much. But the fact that they've blocked patrols, the fact that they've come to sit on territory which India claims as its own, all of these are factors that will apparently answer that question. But
yes,
on the specific issue of status quo ante, Rajnath Singh did not engage with that question directly, Pooja. All he said was that his statements have clarified on the issue, because A.K. Antony had basically said that the country and the opposition, the government, need assurance that sovereignty, when the word sovereignty is used,
yes,
it means status quo ante as of mid-April 2020 and not any time after that. It was mid-April 2020 when the Chinese mobilization actually happened, and then the standoff was triggered in early May. So Rajnath Singh now saying this is what the face-off is all about. Patrol disruptions, the fact that they are on our soil is extremely significant. It's the first time the Defence Minister has said those
and
things.
nevertheless, at least in the House, with those points as well, all opposition members of Parliament did say they stand for the sovereignty, they stand with the government, at least at this point when the situation is still grim. I have to head into a very short break, but I request Anand Patel, Gaurav Sawant, Shiv Arur to please stay on. We will continue to analyse this statement coming in very crucially in the upper house of the Parliament by the Defence Minister. In a very short break, I'll be right back.